Today's topic is a slap in the face for those who still live like zombies of the system. Things you should do every morning to control your mind and your day, based on Stoic philosophy. And the subtitle is as direct as a punch in the stomach. Wake up before the world and prove that you are no longer a worm enslaved to the bed. Will is sovereignty. And before diving into this heavy, brutal, and transformative content, I need you to do the basics. Like now, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Comment here if you are the type of person who wakes up when your cell phone tells you to, or when discipline calls, and share this video with a brother who needs to stop living in snooze mode. Now let's get straight to the point. A man who doesn't control the mornings is a man who lives dominated. Period. Because the way you start the day shows exactly who controls your life, whether it is your will or your lazy impulses. Waking up before the world is not about romance, it is about war. It is the first battlefield between your weak self and yourself that wants to win. When the alarm clock goes off and you stay in bed, procrastinating, giving it another 5 minutes, you are silently saying, I am weak, I am controlled, I am not ready to take control of my life yet. And those who live like this will never have control over anything. Not over their body, not over their money, not over any woman. Because everything starts with the first decision of the day, to get up or to give up. Stoic philosophy teaches us that will is sovereignty. If you can't do what needs to be done just because you don't feel like it, then you are a slave. A slave to comfort. A slave to the warmth of the bed. A slave to the dopamine of laziness. But a true Stoic gets up because he has to, not because he feels like it. And that is the difference between a spoiled brat and a forged man. A brat acts for pleasure. A man acts for purpose. And if your purpose is not stronger than your laziness, then you have none. Have you woken up today angry at your own mirror? Have you looked at your life and thought, man, I can't keep being this unproductive piece of shit? If so, great. This is the spark for change. Waking up early is not just a productivity tip. It is a symbolic act of mastery. You get up when no one is watching. You train when no one is applauding you. You write, read, study, plan while the world is still snoring like the cattle it is. And it is in this silence that you separate yourself from the herd. When you wake up before the world, you have a huge advantage over everyone who is still dreaming. Because you are already executing. You are already shaping yourself. You are already sharpening your mind like a blade. And there is no way to build an empire living like a nobody. Do you want respect? Do you want money? Do you want to be desired? Then start acting like someone who deserves it. And it all starts in the early hours of the day. While others are sleeping, you are meditating. While they are hunting for serotonin on their cell phones, you are training. While they are distracted, you are focused. This is Stoic discipline. Doing what needs to be done even when there is no audience, even when no one is going to post, even when it will not get any likes. Because a man's true value lies in the choices he makes when no one is watching. And if you want to dominate your mind, you need to understand that the bed is your first enemy. The bed is a grave disguised as comfort. It's where your masculinity dies every day if you don't wake up with fury, with purpose, with discipline. So stop romanticizing laziness. Stop embracing laziness as if it were a prize. It's your poison, your backwardness, your physical, mental, financial, and even sexual backwardness. No woman respects a man who sleeps too much. No money comes to those who don't get up. No results come to those who wake up like vegetables. And the craziest thing? It all starts with a simple decision: to get up or not to get up. It may seem like little, but it's everything. It's you saying, today I'm in charge. Or today I'm just another guy dominated by my pillow. Waking up early is not a choice. It's an obligation for those who want to control their own lives. Do you have the courage to face this truth? Comment here if you've already won the morning war today. What was the first battle you fought when you woke up? No more excuses. No more slacking off. Now it's you against you. What are you going to do tomorrow? Continue acting like a slave or rise up like a king? Waking up and seeking comfort is the first step towards mediocrity. And what separates ordinary men from men forged in the steel of discipline is exactly what they do in the first minutes of the day. While most are still trying to hit snooze and hide from yet another useless day, the Stoic man is already in war mode because he has understood a brutal truth that no one tells you. The peace that modern man seeks is, in fact, a psychological captivity disguised as freedom. You wake up wanting a hot coffee, a good morning notification from some woman, and 5 more minutes of laziness. But this turns you into prey, not a predator. The male mind was created for combat, and when there is no war, it creates internal crises, anxiety, addictions, and frustrations, because the man who does not fight against something destroys himself little by little. The true Stoic knows that comfort is poison in sweet drops. The more he seeks rest, the more he weakens himself. That is why the first thought of a free man when he opens his eyes should be, what am I going to master today? What am I going to overcome in myself? It is not about seeking chaos, but about understanding that peace without self-control is an illusion. The Stoic does not run away from pain. He embraces it because he knows that it is pain that sculpts the unbreakable mind. He wakes up focused, not distracted. He does not want the world to accept him. He wants to shape the world from the strength he builds every day. And this strength begins with the first choice. Will he get out of bed like a soldier or a slave? Will he face the day like a gladiator or like an emotionally dependent person begging for approval? What defines your destiny is what you do when no one is watching, when it is dark, when it is easier to give in to laziness. And if you do not assert power over your mind, your body, and your impulses, someone else will. The woman who manipulates you with neediness, the boss who humiliates you with crumbs, the society that makes you feel guilty for wanting to be strong, free, and in control of your own path. There are only two types of man, the one who chooses discomfort that strengthens, or the one who lives in comfort that weakens and makes him sick. And you, which one will you be? Will you continue to deceive yourself with this search for peace while life runs you over and degrades you? Or will you do what few do? Wake up every day with a spirit of war, of overcoming and personal mastery. Comment here. What was your first thought today? Are you forging power or sinking into the illusion of comfort? Share this video with a brother who needs to wake up, because maybe he is dying in silence, and he didn't even realize it.